барои омӯзиши забони англисӣ дар муассисаҳои таҳсилотии кишвар диққати хоса дода мешавад, зеро ин забон ҳамчун забони илму техникаи муосир ба ҳисоб рафта, донистани он барои ҳар як хонанда ҳатмӣ мебошад. аз ҷумла дар муассисаи таҳсилоти миёнаи умумии рақами 15 бо роҳбарии муаллимаи забони англисӣ Саёҳат Изомова ҳамроҳ бо шогирдонаш хонандагони синфи даҳум дарси кушоди худро ба мавзӯи Вилям Шекспир бахшиданд, ки дар он муаллимони дигар мактабҳои шаҳру деҳоти Панҷакент ва намояндаи шӯъбаи маориф иштирок карданд.
Good morning, dear teachers and dear guests. Welcome to our seminars about great English playwright William Shakespeare. Now our students will tell you about the biography of William Shakespeare.
Good morning, dear teachers, guests and pupils. Today we have a seminar about great English writer William Shakespeare. Our students will tell you about William Shakespeare's biography and his tragedy plays. Please enjoy our performance.
William Shakespeare was born in 23 April in 1564 and he died in 26 April in 1616. William Shakespeare was an English playwright, poet and actor. He is widely regarded as the greatest writer in the English language and the world dramatist. His work consists of 39 plays, 154 sonnets and 3 long poems. And William Shakespeare was the greatest playwright in the English language, and his work continued to be studied.
Shakespeare produced most of his known works between 1589 and 1630. His early plays were primarily comedies and histories and are regarded as some of the best products in the genres. His and mainly tragedies until 1608 amongst the Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet, Othello, King Lear and Macbeth all considered to be amongst the finest works in the English language.
Most players of the period typically collaborated with others at some point, as every Shakespeare did mostly early and late in his career. The first works recorded of Shakespeare are Richard II and the 3 parts of Henry VI and the Taming of the Shrew and the Two Gentlemen of Verona may also belong to the period.
The Comedy of Heroes was also based on classical models, but no search for the Taming as a sheep has been found. Those relate to a separate play of the same name and might have derived from a folk story. Like the Two Gentlemen of Verona, in which sometimes troubles, criticals, directors and evaluations.
Shakespeare early classical and Italian comedies. Tight double plots and police comic in the Might 1519 to the mention of Verona. In the fairy magic and comic Wolver's kindness. A Mixture of Night Dreams is a witty mixture of romance, fairy magic atmosphere of his acclimated comedies.
Very well, and now please listen to music Titanic, Mauzuna. In order for not to be bored, the students dance an old English dance for you. Students will continue about biography William Shakespeare.
His characters become more complex and tender as you switch the flight between the complex and desires sense, prose and poetry, and the narrative variety of his major work. This period begins and ends with two tragedies, Romeo and Juliet, the adolescent romantic tragedy with love and death, and the Julius Caesar, based in Sir Thomas North's 1579 translation into the Plutarch's Parallel Lives, which is a new kind of drama. And according to some Shakespearean new scholar James Shapiro, in Julius Caesar, the stance of variety, contemporary events, even Shakespearean's own reflection to echo writing is begun to fuse each other.
In the early 17th century, Shakespeare writes a so-called problem with measure for measure, prose and crescent, and all use that and will, and a number of the best known. In the early 17th century, Shakespeare writer in the early to tell it created the tragedies. Many critics believe that Shakespeare's greatest tragedies Hamlet has probably begins to be or not to be one of the question. To be or not to be, then in the question is the tragedies.
Great job! And now, students will read Poem Sonnet by William Shakespeare.
You say you love rain, but you open your umbrella. You say you love the sun, but you find the shadow of cloud. You say you love the wind, but you close your window. And this is where I am afraid when you say you love me.
He that is thy friend indeed, he will weep straight in the need. In thou sorrow he will weep, in thou make he cannot sleep. These are certain things to know, faithful friend from flattering food.
Well, and now, in order for you not to be bored, listen to music. Mavluda and Safina sings it.
The star is cold in the kingdom. I can feel you fade away. From the kitchen to the bathroom sinking. Your steps keep me away. Don't cut me down, throw me out, leave my head away. Star winds for the man, listen and the regress. Stars and windows and cracks and the cold and the breeze. So please, could you follow it or let me down slowly? A little sympathy, I hope you can show me. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you leave me, baby, let me down slowly. Let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down, let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you leave me, baby, let me down slowly. Cool skin, gentle feet on the tile. As I'm walking down the corridor, and I know I haven't talked to a while. So I'm looking out and open door. Don't cut me down, throw me out. Leave my head to waste now. Once for the man, this the very grace now. Something just the cracks of the cold and the breeze. So please, please, could you follow me or let me down slowly? A little sympathy, I hope you can show me. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you leave me, baby, let me down slowly. Let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down, let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you leave me, baby, let me down slowly. Like you stop myself from falling. Turn down, and I can stop myself from falling. Turn down, and I can stop myself from falling. Turn down, and I can stop myself from falling. Down, down. Could you follow me or let me down slowly? A little sympathy, I hope you can show me. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you leave me, baby, let me down slowly. Let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down, let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you leave me, baby, let me down slowly. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you leave me, baby, let me down slowly.
William Shakespeare was a great playwright. Our student will tell you the story of Romeo and Juliet. Please listen to the story from Sabrina and me.
Most
Shakespeare's plays were not in the published his lifetime, so some of them may have been in the life fair. The gold later burned down in the 1613. Shakespeare spent the last year of life at Stratford when he died in 1616. A monument was put up to the memory. The great playwright went Poets' Corner in Westminster Abbey.
The story of Romeo and Juliet takes place in Verona in Italy. Two families, the Medicis and the Capulets, hate each other so much that they fight on the street whenever they meet. One of these families, the Capulets, organizes a big party so they can introduce their daughter Juliet to a rich nobleman called Paris. He was astonished marry her. Juliet is nearly 14 and her parents account for her to marry soon. Romeo is the son of Medici family. Romeo and his friends decide they will be excited to go to the party too. But they agree. They might be kind. That night, at the party, Romeo meets Juliet and they fall in love. At first sight, however, Juliet's cousins start recognized. Romeo knows his from Medici family. Romeo hides in the garden and talks to Juliet when she opens on her balcony. They boast that they are perfect for each other. The next day, they go to priesthood, freelance who married them secret. Juliet's cousins start to get angry very easily. He starts a fight with Romeo's best friend. When Romeo steps into a breakup, the fight between two men, his best friend is exiting his kite. Romeo runs after Kyle in anger and kills him. Romeo is sent away from Verona but freelance. The press organizes a secret wedding between Romeo and Juliet, arranged with them to spend one night together as husband and wife. Meanwhile, the Capulets organizes that Juliet must marry Count Paris immediately.
When she says she doesn't want her parents were very angry with her, and her mother says that she would never speak to her again. Of course, they don't know she was already sick and married to Romeo. Juliet asks for Alonso has an idea. He gives her a drug which will everyone make she is dying, when in fact she was only in a long, deep sleep. While Juliet is sleeping, Alonso sends a message to Romeo to come to her tomb and take her away. When the guests arrive, Juliet wedding the next day, her lifeless body is discovered. Believing she is dead, her family put her in a tomb. Tragically, Romeo never gets Alonso's message. So Juliet taken drugs and is rarely in life. He only has that she is dead. Romeo returns to Barnoma and goes to Juliet too. Inside the tomb he meets Count to Paris was also to kill, to Juliet to say goodbye. The two fight and Romeo kills him. Romeo is still believed that Juliet is dead, so he drinks the poison and dies. But soon after this, Juliet's drug stops working. She wakes up, sees Romeo is dead, takes a knife, and kills herself too. When the parents discover both of the children died, they are united between them. The two families decided to make peace to each other and promised to buy the monument to be the memory of both Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, I am very fond and so Romeo. Thanks, Father, and in name of the so wisdom, but you are my love, and I all no longer be Catholics.
Shall I hear or shall I speak of this?
But the name that is my image, so I myself not a man to be. What is man to be? It is no hand, no foot, no eye, no face, no any other part belonging to a man, or with some other's name. What is a name that we should call a rose by any other's name small as sweet? Sorrow my world when he don't remember call the deep fashion which he owes, though they hide. Or Romeo, don't the name, and for that name of take all myself.
I take care by walk, only but love, and I will bring you outside. This fault I never will be not Romeo.
Perfect, very well. And now the choir meets singing students.
дар интиҳо намояндаи шӯъбаи маориф Шафиева доир ба ин дарси кушод андешаҳояшро баён намуда барои боз ҳам беҳтар ба роҳ мондани омӯзиши забони англисӣ ва ҷалби таваҷҷӯҳи хонандагон ба омӯзгор саёҳат изомова ва хонандагон маслиҳатҳои муфид дод.